Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. In today's video we are taking a look at Miro, which is an application I am a big fan of, but it isn't an application I've talked about or used a lot. So this is a whiteboarding tool, one of the best whiteboarding tools out there, but that is not how I'm looking at it today. Because the question I'm asking today is whether or not Miro could actually be your second brain app. That is what we are trying to figure out. And just to be clear, it isn't the perfect second brain, but for some people, this might be better than a regular note-taking app. It is harder to recommend something like Miro right now when you have like dedicated whiteboarding note-taking apps like Heptabase and Scrintl, but I still think it is worth taking a look at Miro. So let's quickly start off with the pricing. So they have a starter and a business plan. I am currently on the free plan, which they also have. With the a starter plan, you get unlimited boards in a single workspace. You have 3 on the free plan, I think. You can share boards publicly with unlimited visitors, no sign-in required, export boards in high-resolution JPEG or PDF, restore previous content with version history, upload brand fonts and colors with brand center, and create custom templates. This might be, especially the last part here, might be interesting for people wanting to use this as more of a second brain tool. Organize boards into project folders with spaces. This is also something that is really interesting because it gives you more um, organization, which might be necessary for people trying to use this as their second brain. You get a little bit of AI with 25 credits per month per member. You can run interactive meetings. These last one here aren't that important for what we are looking at, but you also have the business plan, which gives you more AI credits, invite unlimited guests, unlimited boards in multiple private workspaces, and some other things that are mainly focused towards business. This is, of course, per member per month here. So that is the pricing. Now let's open up the application and let's go ahead and create a new board. I'm actually not going to create a new theme. That is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a new board here. So you can go ahead, you can press in the home button, press create new. And this is the space which I talked about earlier, which gives you the ability to put multiple of these boards underneath space. But this is a pro feature. You also have an import feature where you can import backups. But let's go ahead and create a new board. So it takes a second here, but from here you can actually use a template. There are a lot of templates to choose from like agile team events with Jira to DevOps, a roadmap to Gantt charts, Kanban framework. But I will actually try to use the Kanban one, but I will add more things into it. But basically, you can have a lot of different templates and you can have your custom templates as well. So this takes a while before it actually works. I can also press preview here to get the preview. That was just me having a super slow internet, but it sets up the Kanban framework for you right here. I will go ahead and I will delete this and I will also make some changes to it because now you have like this is set up for teams. I am not a team. I'm just one person, so I will do it like this. And here you have the Kanban framework. So here you could add your different tasks. You can go ahead and add new tasks here. You can go ahead and change things up in here, or you could actually also just create your own Kanban board using frames, for example. So I could use multiple frames to do this. The point of showing you all of this is that the application is really, really versatile. So let me just move the Kanban board away. So here on the free plan, I wouldn't actually recommend it as a note-taking or second brain application because you only get one board, and if you add too much into one board, it gets really complex and hard to find exactly the thing you are looking for. But let's quickly take a look at the few things you can add here. So let's say I wanted to add my resources from Para. I could do a custom frame right here. Call this resources. Resources. Close enough. Uh, like this, and then I could change the size of this. So I would change it as I need to. So it would start off small and then I could make it bigger. This is basically an infinite canvas. So if I right click and hold, I can drag around. If I click on this, I can drag this around the frame. I will go ahead and I will change the color of this for this video. Let's say you had some smaller notes, you could use the sticky notes here. So let's drag these on top of the frame. This is a little hard to do with my mouse at the moment. So now it is on top of my frame. If I now click and drag the frame around, the sticky note actually stays here. Inside of here, I could do a little bit of writing. So test note about something important. Of course, you would probably add an actual note in here, but I could go ahead and I could change this to be smaller, to be bigger. The smaller you go, the more you, of course, have to zoom in to see it. But that isn't the only thing I can add. Let's say I wanted to add some notes from a book, like many notes about a book. I could press this plus right here. Here you have a few things. So you have diagram, doc, tables, cards, for example. But let's say I wanted to add a doc because that is exactly what I need to write this long form note about the book I'm currently reading. So we can zoom in, we can go into focus mode here to actually do the right thing. And let's just call this test book note. There are templates as well, but I can do backslash, and this feels a lot like a note-taking application where you can add checklists. So like this, I can add headings. So heading 2, it works with Markdown as you saw as well. So you can go ahead and you can do a lot of writing in here, and you can see that it also shows up when I'm in this canvas as well. I can actually look at it. I can open it up. There are a bunch of things you can do here. So let's say I needed to add a lot of longer notes. I could use this doc feature. There are other things as well. I can add comments. I can create freehand writings. I can add shapes and lines. I can add just add plain text in here. There are a lot of things I can actually do. I can go back and find the templates, and in here there are even more things. So I can add a note like this on the side here. So to-do list, meeting agenda, I can actually add things and use this sort of as an inbox for myself. There are even more things like a grid. Let's say a grid was something I needed. I could add that as well. And Miro has actually added a lot of these things. I can add cards, for example. If that is something I would need. You already saw some of the card abilities with this right here, this Kanban board. But the point is that you can add a lot of things and it can be super, super versatile. The only issue I had with this, so you can see that task management in a Kanban board could work great. You can see that note taking can work inside of here as well. And with the spaces, you can actually organize a little bit. However, the only issue I have is that if you add too much into one board, like if you try to have all of your second brain, this is on the free plan, on one whiteboard, you will quickly run into a few issues. The main one being that you have too much information in one place. So I think if you actually had to go for this as your second brain, or you really wanted to go for this as your second brain, I definitely recommend going for the pro plans. I think this is great for task management, simple task management. I'm not talking calendar blocking and things like that. I'm talking more simple task management and simple note taking, which is what a lot of people need. But if you try to get more complex systems, there are better applications out there like Heptabase, like Squintle. I think this is much simpler, and therefore it might be a great choice for a lot of people. And I am a big fan of the application. I think Miro is a really fun application. I use it for specific projects. Um, so how am I going to put this? I would recommend that for specific people, not necessarily for everyone, but I think it is worth having as part of your toolbox, as part of the applications you use, because as I said, it is super versatile and it can be used for so much. That covers it for today's video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today's video.